Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can increase your retirement savings by 50%. 50%. And the beauty of it, you only need to do one little thing. So just a little disclaimer, I'm obviously not a financial professional. I only do this for education and entertainment purposes. Well, I'm not the funniest guy, so I really hope you guys enjoy this one. I'm going to try and make it a bit of fun. So, let's say we've got two characters. We've got Spider-Man on the left and we've got Joker on the right. We're going to take three assumptions. 1, they both have R1 million. 2, they both have 30 years to grow their investment. And 3, they can get an annual growth rate of 10%. Okay, so now Spider-Man and Joker. Spider-Man invests with a fund manager that costs him only 1% per year. Joker invests with a fund manager that costs him 3.5% per year. So now what we need to go do is we take the 10% growth rate, we deduct the costs of investing, and then we get the final growth rate. Okay, so Spider-Man has 9% per annum, and then Joker has 6.5% per annum. So remember guys, there's only 2.5% there. There's only a 2.5% difference, and surely this can't be that much. Well, that's what I thought when I initially started investing. 2.5% isn't that much. Well, in this example, this means that Spider-Man will end up with 13.2 million rand and Joker will end up with 6.6 million rand. That is a difference of close to 6.6 million rand. That's a 50% difference, guys. So Spider-Man will have 50% more than Joker, or if you want to look at the other way around, Joker will have 50% less. Remember when they first started investing, they both had R1 million, they both could get 10%, and they both had 30 years. So what was the difference? The cost in fund managers. So in that, I just want you to realize that 2.5% difference in cost over a 30-year term can make a difference of 50% in your total retirement portfolio. It's unbelievable. So now the question is, what do you do from here? Well, most people sit back and throw up their hands and say, well, I don't have the time and the knowledge to invest my own money. I need a fund manager. And guys, you would be so right when it comes to that. Not everyone can be a Warren Buffett. I wish, that would be so awesome. But what I can tell you is that don't take portfolio managing costs for granted. You need to make sure what those costs are. For instance, let's take myself. Okay, I invested with a certain company about 9 years ago. Reading through the fine print, I saw, okay, well, only 2.5%. That's not too bad. I can live with that. I mean, what is that on my 1,000 rand investment in that days? I was like, oh, that's okay. Then, slowly but surely, I started realizing, well, nothing is happening with my money. I invested it for 9 years. It's probably grown like 1%. I'm like, well, this isn't right. I started doing a bit more researching the subject a bit more. And my golly, I realized that at the end of the day, that I was paying fees, management fees for where it was, and on top of that, the funds where that money went to from the fund manager, I was paying fees on top of that as well. So I was paying probably close to 3.74%. That is amazing. Okay, so I thought, no ways, you can't go on like this. I need to change this, and I was doing some research and I came across a very cool website. Now, this company is turning the financial industry on its head when it comes to South Africa and when it comes to costs for investing. They're called 10x Investments. So what you do is you go to their website, you send them your statements that you've received from your RF for the year, and they will calculate your exact costs. Now the reason they do this is because when you ask your fund manager what the costs are you are paying annually, you'll probably get the same response that I got. First of all, I got a 20-page reply and said, well, this is a breakdown of all the costs. And there was like performance fees, management fees, and DER fees, and all those type of things. But I asked them, listen, just give me an answer in plain English. What are the costs that I'm paying per year? And they just couldn't. So I decided to use the 10x route and see what I'm actually paying, and I was horrified. But now, that was step 1, find out your costs. Step 2, decide if you want to move. If your costs are low, great for you, awesome, you are on the right path, stop this video right now. But if your costs are high, step 2 is important. Remember to read through the term sheets of your RA. Now they're probably going to tell you that there's a penalty within the first 10 years, okay? And well, where I invested, that was the truth, okay? But at the end of the day, I had to pay a very small penalty to move my money from the fund managers that I am now to a more cost-effective one. And it was not that bad, and I would be able to stomach that loss so that I can make a bigger return at the back end. One thing, if you're only 2 years into your investment cycle, that's also good, don't worry about it. What I would do if I was you, and remember, not a financial professional, what I would do if I was you is lower your monthly contributions to the absolute minimum that it can be, okay? And just keep going until your penalty is to a situation or a state where you think you can stomach that type of loss. While you minimize your monthly contributions, go to a different, more cost-effective RA and start your contributions into that RA. As soon as you can stomach the penalty, or you would like to wait out the period where there's no penalty, then you transfer your money from the expensive RA to the more cost-effective RA. That is the best way to do it, in my opinion. That is what all the research that I've done says. And just remember, there's one small little thing that you only need to know, is that when it comes to your RA, a 2.5% extra costs is not little, it is massive. Think back to our Spider-Man and Joker example. 2.5% costs over 30 years means 50% less. So make sure to remember this one little thing, is that costs, no matter how low, do matter. Guys, hope you enjoyed that. Hopefully you take that to heart, do some research, double check my calculations with a financial professional, and also the advice that I'm giving you. Just make sure that it's a fiduciary expert. Fiduciary experts, according to law, need to give you the best advice financially that suits you, not necessarily that suits them. Okay, enjoy guys, cheers, bye.